This is the new 6.5-inch Master Chief from the Halo Spartan collection. This is your Master Chief in scale with your standard Marvel Legends figures. As for accessories that comes with the figure, we have the battle rifle. There's a peg hole, and it is made of soft rubbery plastic. The second accessory would be the pistol. It also has a peg hole on the back. This is two-tone, green and black, and it's also soft pliable plastic. So aside from the weapons, he has a pair of relaxed hands. I believe this is a pair of weapon holding hands, and a command style giving left hand. And right now what's attached to the figure are the fists, which you could make a posing stance, a fighting stance. For a 6.5-inch figure, it has decent articulation on the head. He could move his head that high, could move his head that low. So not much on the side, only the front and back. He has decent articulation. I believe that's butterfly joints for the shoulders. A ball socket on the torso, on the diaphragm, but it's quite hindered, so I think I have to see what's underneath this torso, so I could modify it so to give it a good range of motion later. Double joints on the arms, and the break looks decent enough. It does not look ugly. So the armor guard, when you move the shoulder up, it does not hinder articulation or whatsoever. It has a rotating hinge joint for the hands. Decent articulation on the hips for the legs. Up and down movement. Forward. To give that Master Chief a straight kick look. And okay, so this is what I don't like with the figure. This double hinge on the knee looks funny. That is ugly. But anyway, when he's standing straight, it's not so obvious, only if you break the knee for a pose. As for details, we have the 117 on the chest and some light scuff marks on the armor to give it a weathered look. We have a peg for the weapon, and we also have hidden pegs for the pistol on the belt, on the thighs I mean. So you could just detach this piece, then flip it around, and you could attach the pistol. So let's attach the rifle to its back. Looks good, looks decent. What also caught my attention to get this figure, aside from its new size and height, is this really beautiful faceplate for the helmet, which is really glossy, chrome metallic yellow, which really gives this figure a really distinct Halo Master Chief look. The hands are easy to change or swap out. So let's try the weapon holding hands. So decent articulation, but with regards to holding the weapon, I suspect that this figure is going to hold it loosely or not fairly enough for a weapon grip because of the details on the palm. It's not deep enough or grooved enough to hold the handle of the weapon. So let's see. Okay, yeah, same problems with that. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. It's wobbly, and the rifle of this figure, because it's soft rubbery plastic, actually out of the box the weapon is quite deformed. It's not molded well. It's the flash hider is crooked, so with the buttstock of the weapon, the upper receiver is also crooked, so with the front sight. So I just wish that they would have should have used a sturdier material for this. So the rifle is just good for a decorative piece for the back, but I believe that this figure is better off just with the pistol. Okay, come on. Okay, so he could fairly hold his pistol, but he can't hold the pistol deep enough into his hand. It has quite that range of limitation because of the fingers. So as for posability, I think this figure would be nicely posed this way, with him directing other Spartans in a firefight. So he would direct the other Spartans to lay fire on their enemy, because he can fire with his battle rifle, only the pistol. So like any other toy, this figure is still good, but it could be better once you do some modifications to it, especially the weapon holding hands. So I imagine that I'm going to take out my drill to get rid some of the pieces for the weapon holding hands to make them hold the weapon better, or maybe give Master Chief a different weapon, one that is made of sturdier plastic, harder. So overall, if I would recommend buying this action figure, if you're a die-hard Halo fan, yes, this is a must-have. The new scale, the 6.5 inch, is really nice to scale with other figures, and it makes a good display piece on its own, or with other 6.5 inch in its line.